And I'll see you on the other side. Well, where we are at the BCAC then, and behind me you can see Kev Grout getting some bait out. So the hooter's already gone for the lads to bait up. They get an hour before the hooter goes for them to start fishing. So they're getting some bait out at the moment, and I think I'm more tense than these lads, to be honest with you, because they're hoping to secure their spot in the final over at Raysbury. So Luke's tying a few rigs, getting them last minute preparations. I'm running round like a madman, but these boys are just cool as anything and just getting on with the job in hand. So I'm going to be here for the next 48 hours following these two lads' story on the BCAC. Let's hope they qualify. Right, so the hooter's just gone for fishing on the BCAC semi-finals. The boys are just behind me here, getting their rods out now in the hope to secure that place in the final. So all action stations at the moment, all the baiting up's been done for the minute. No doubt these boys will be baiting throughout the day, so I think they're going in with zigs and spodding over zigs at the moment, and then they might change their tactics and this, that and the other. I ain't a match angler anyway, I just like being here filming all this stuff. I'm more tense than what these boys are. Like I say, they're absolutely cool as anything, taking it in their stride, I suppose. You know, this is something that these two boys do a lot. So yeah, best of luck to these two lads in the next 48 hours, and hopefully we see plenty of fish caught. As you can see behind me, an awesome start for the lads. We're only 2 hours in as well, and this is Kev's second fish that he's just landed there. So yeah, it's looking good for the boys at the moment. They've already had a good omen. Last year when they qualified on B1, they had a 7-pounder, and this year their first fish was a 7-pounder as well. So what are you saying there? Another one? Another 7-pounder. So yeah, definitely a good omen at the moment. So Kev's running round, it's all manic in the swim. It's absolutely epic at the moment. Quite enjoying this match fishing. So yeah, no, it's cool. Lads are off to a good start. Let's hope they're off to a good ending as well. Bloom.
after a few fish yesterday that was sort of smaller in size. Last night, surprised, happy to see this 29.4. Nice way to start the day, sort of in the early hours. Sort of be working the swim again today and hoping we can get a few more of these. Back she goes.
Well, it's been a great start for the lads this morning. Luke was lucky enough to buy himself a bite with a big one at £29 and 4 ounces. Not long after that, they landed a 22 pounder, and then they've just put back a 19 pound 4 ounce mirror as well. So we think they're in second place at the moment. The guys on the opposite side, they're having it off. They're like £600 or something like that, but it's always the first, second, third and fourth place that matter in this semi-final. So these boys are looking pretty at the moment in second place, but you know, it's all to play for at the moment. There's still another 24 hours to go of this match, so you know, there's a lot of fish in B1, and as you can see in the background at the minute, Luke is hooked into the 5th fish of the day. So yeah, it's looking good for these lads. So let's get in on the action and hope that Luke can bank this next fish.
Yes. Come on. Oh, I love marble ones.
Oh, very special shirt.
Listen. Well, we've just caught up with Peg 12, currently holding second place, and it's halfway through the match on the second day, sorry. So we've got 24 hours left, guys. You're in a brilliant position. You're in second place. You have got a lot to chase, but how do you feel you're doing at the moment?
Right, yeah, it's quite steady now. We're starting to get a few more regular bites. The first half of the match's been quite patchy, really. But we're starting to get a few more regular bites and working at it a bit more, and a bit consistent.
Have you changed your tactics at all?
Yeah, we definitely had a change. We've been a bit frustrated really, because Wayne Mansford is doing really well. He's directly opposite us, although it's quite a long way away. We sort of felt like we should be getting bites. So we just changed recently and managed 3 or 4 bites in the last sort of half hour or so. So yeah, it's going well. Fingers crossed, we've worked something out now and we can keep working at it.
And as a team, as Team Carp Talk, you're currently in first position.
Yeah.
You've got 2 teams chomping at your heels, which are the RAF guys and also Bait Bucket. You worried about them at all?
Well, we just keep doing what we're doing, you know. I mean,
what's in front of us.
Exactly, yeah. You know, the team event's very important to us, but we need to think about ourselves as individual anglers and as a pair. But yeah, I mean, it'd be awesome to win it again.
We're kind of just focusing on our swim and just fish as hard as we can, as we always do. Just catch as many fish as we can, and hopefully the results come through, really.
Yeah, well, guys, you're doing great, and hopefully you can keep up the good work, and hopefully you're able to podium position tomorrow lunchtime.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Right then, boys, going into the second night then.
Yes, mate.
We don't actually know where we are though, do we? We think we're second, but...
Second to 4th,
yeah,
roughly. There's
fairly sure.
Yeah, there's 4 pairs at the moment catching relatively consistently, so we're just keeping an eye on sort of 2 other pairs who have had a few but haven't caught too many, and hoping they don't start catching. But we've had a few fish today, so we're confident of a few tonight, hopefully.
been quiet all afternoon. Slight change of tactics. 10 minutes later the rod was away and this beauty was on the end. 31.4 puts us back in second place, I believe. There's still fish out there, so hopefully there'll be more to come.
What a morning it's been for these two boys. Watching these two lads and the way that they've worked this swim to their advantage has just been mega. Luke's playing one at the moment that we've got a feeling could be quite a big one. 10th bite this morning, so yeah, we're hoping sort of like next door. They were the guys that they were sort of chasing for second place, but I'm sure these boys have secured second place now, but there's still a few hours to go of this match and it could all change, because on a light B1, you know, it's happened for these boys last year. They had loads of bites on the Sunday morning. I think you got second last year, lads, didn't you? Was that right, in the semis?
Third last year.
Third last year in the semis. You know, a lot happens on the Sunday morning of these matches, but it's definitely played to their advantage this morning. So yeah, they're just plugging away at it, constantly baiting all night last night. It's hacking down with rain and these boys are out there in amongst it and yeah, fishing hard and doing well. We're adamant that this is a good fish that Luke's got on here, so yeah, tense times as always in these matches. You know, I've been like a coiled spring from the minute that I've got here, and these two boys just cool as anything and getting on with the job in hand. So it's been wicked to see all the different sort of tactics that they've used, different depth zigs. The guys have like used different bait, you know, gone further out in the pond, shorter the pond, you know, they've worked the swim really well, and I don't think they could have fished it any better. So yeah, this has been really good to see, and obviously it'd be really nice to see these boys in the final, and the finals over at Raysbury, and it's a totally different venue to this one. So again, all the tactics and everything change when they go to Raysbury. So yeah, that's if they go to Raysbury, of course. You know, all can change in the next 3.5 hours here, but the boys are definitely looking pretty at the moment. So it's quite a tight swim in here as well. You know, like last night the boys were playing fish and wiping out rods, and I mean, it was a monsoon out here, and you know, I'm cooped up in my bivvy watching these boys, and you know, they're watching some of the lads anyway. I went to bed quite early last night, about 12:30. I don't think these boys have actually been to bed, so yeah, they've worked hard at it, really hard. Fish fight so hard in here, you know, it's proper tense playing them, especially when you're in this match situation. Here we go, so it's getting ready for the net now. Yes, it's in the net. Yes, boys! Epic. Mate, that was epic. That was a wicked fight there from Luke, you know, and just the roller coaster ride of these matches is unbelievable. 1 minute, you know, you're up there. They lost a couple yesterday when they really needed to have a couple of bites as well. So, you know, every single fight on these matches is proper tense. Yeah, epic. And that fish is in the net. It's a nice fish. Let's have a look at it.
Well, after a late draw, 10th out of 13, we was quite happy with the peg, to be honest. We had a game plan. We chopped and changed for the first 24 hours, managed to nick a few bites. We had it in our heads that our swim was going to get better and better as the match went on anyway. Change of tactics yesterday afternoon, had 4 quick bites off it, so we stuck to that. We just kept working the swim, and gradually the swim's got better and better, and the spots are rocking now. So as you can see, it's 23 common and 24 mirror. Nice brace we just had in the last hour, so things are looking good towards the end of the match.
Awesome fishing.
Right, well, it's nearing the end of the match now for these two lads, and there goes the whistle. Kev's in the background here at the moment. He's playing one. They've not long landed 3 fish. Looks like Luke might have one on, either that or Kev's wiped him out, one of the two, but it's been an epic session for these two lads that have secured their position in the final. So they've come to do what they had to do, and they fished really well. It was great seeing these lads and following their story so far. So yeah, absolute epic session for these two boys. We'll catch up with them once they got these fish sorted and got these fish in at the moment. Church has got another bite now. It's a shame really that this didn't happen sort of yesterday, and they could have competed with the lads in first place opposite. But you know, Ryan Need and Wayne Mansford opposite, they've fished really well and yeah, caught a lot of carp. So yeah, these boys definitely in second place and definitely going to the final. Epic.
Rolling. Here we are, brace of 20 to finish off the match. You know, I think the amount of effort we put into this match, we do definitely deserve a reward and get back to Raisbury. But you know, you've got to be where the fish are, and they were stacked up out in front of us, and we just made the most of it. You know, using good quality baits, the right rigs, the right tactics, and keeping an eye on other competitors to make sure we know how they're fishing and how they're taking, you know, attacking the actual match itself. So we just use our experience really, and I think we deserve it. So let's move on to Raisbury now and hope we can have a real result there and win the British Championships.
Yes, boys. Awesome.